Today's video is going to be a bit different. So go grab yourself a cup of tea, your current crafty project, get comfy or get out your sketchbook and draw along with me today. I had quite a busy week this week and really wanted to get into some painting. As part of my stash bust this week, I am cracking open an old pack of envelopes I had and making a custom-made housewarming card for my niece. What's really fun about this project is that I also get to post something. I kind of miss those times where we used to actually write letters to each other rather than just picking up our phone and sending a WhatsApp. Don't get me wrong, I really like the convenience, but there's something really nice about getting a physical letter in the post. Don't we all get excited by that stuff? I was scouring the internet for ideas and really loved this hand-painted front door look I kept finding. Most of these were AI generated images, but that didn't deter me. I wanted to make my own. I'm using some mixed media sketchbook paper, which I've trimmed down to the size of the envelope, cracked open the watercolours, and away we go. Moving from your lifelong family home to a new place is always very daunting. Whether you have happy memories or bad memories, it's still a big part of your life and took part in shaping you as a person. So I wanted to make her something special to celebrate this big occasion and have her own little original art piece. And this is where my brain went into overdrive and inspired me for my main discussion point today. Perfectionism and the artist's anxiety. When I was creating this, I mainly had a baby in my arms for the initial sketch. So a lot of the lines were wobbly, wonky, and definitely not making 90-degree angles. I was second-guessing my perspective, the sense of depth, whether the architecture even made sense, the details of the flowers, vines, the list goes on. I even tried talking myself out of continuing because the very lighting I was working in wasn't right. This anxiety of how everything looks, I think a lot of creative people can relate to. At times it is overwhelming and it can be crippling for the creative venture. Unfortunately, this is the main reason I haven't created much art in a very long time. I used to always identify myself as an artist, but can I really do that now when I don't even draw anymore? I was reminded of a time at work where people had found my Instagram. They didn't even know my background as an artist and were really surprised by what I could do. They even said I was good. They had no idea that I used to be an artist, that I had spent countless years and God knows how much money training to be one. always hold on to this memory now, because at the end of the day, it's all about the perspective of who is viewing your work. Are you making this piece for a paying client? Are you making this for a family or friend? Are you making this for yourself? If the latter, then the only person this piece needs to please is yourself. You have no obligation to show it to anyone if you don't want to. When it comes to unsolicited feedback at the end of the day, it's just people's opinions of whatever you were trying to create. You don't have to listen to it. Internalizing that feedback, you don't have to do that. You don't even have to listen to your own feedback, because as we know, sometimes our internal critic is sometimes the harshest. This has been a really hard lesson for me to take on, as I'd spent so many years trying to reach a standard and voice that I wasn't even really sure spoke to me in the first place. As we develop and change as people, experience new life changes, like moving house, see what I did there, our perspective changes. What we deem important to us also changes, and that will reflect in our creative endeavours as we evolve as a person if we are to continue loving what we do. I would get upset at the rise in AI art. How anyone can quickly create amazing pieces of beautiful imagery just with a prompt. Why would I want to keep creating 2D art in this environment? Why would I even want to try and compete? I love creating. I love painting. And I love sharing what I do with others, and that's all that matters. AI doesn't insert its human experience into the piece. It won't connect on that same emotional level. And AI on closer inspection isn't always precise either. I hope you can see that things don't need to be perfect and have deep meanings. Sometimes it's okay to make stuff because it's cool and the process is fun. There's even a historic movement that happened in Britain between 1860 and 1900 called the Aesthetic Movement, which was literally creating art, architecture, sculptures, what have you, just for art's sake. To get back to today's video, when you make something as a gift, you're not just creating something, but you're also giving your time to make something special for someone else. Time is the most valuable resource we have. And hopefully people will see that and be ever more appreciative of your gift. So here's your reminder today. Stay inspired, go refill that cup of tea, and go make stuff.